This is from Justin to Kane, a podcast where Mike Robertson and Bob LaRue watch one critically acclaimed film and one terrible film and talk about how they are the same. The thing is, you'll probably feel like $1 million tomorrow morning. It's kind of a 24-hour, I don't know. The last two shots, I was like, the first one was fine, but the second one, I couldn't walk.
Yeah.
But then, 12 hours later, I was fine.
Yeah.
Is your arm sore?
Yes.
Right. But your butt's sore, too.
Yeah, my butt's sore, too, yeah. My arm is sore where I got my Fauci ouchie.
Your Fauci ouchie.
That's what we call it in this house.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Interesting. Are you going to turn radioactive, I wonder?
I think so.
Yeah. Start shooting webs from your wrists? Swinging from buildings?
Yeah, man.
That's the Spider-Man Genesis story, right? He gets inoculated and then he turns into Spider-Man?
Yeah, I mean...
And Big Pharma was turning people into Spider-Man? That's why there's so many of them. They're crossing multiverses.
Isn't that what they were doing?
The spider's a metaphor for vaccinations and medical modern medicine.
But it's good, though.
And
right?
how bad modern medicine is.
Oh, okay. I thought it was good.
Oh, well,
Seems like
I'm just
Spider-Man
trying to make a funny anti-vax joke, but it's not going well for me at all.
Oh, no, it is funny. Yeah, it's funny. Keep going.
Very, very funny anti-vax bits, Bob.
Riff.
This guy loves anti-vax jokes. Oh, let me tell you. Anyways, I guess we should tell everyone what's going on, because you do look like you were just run over by a car, and it's because you have the booster shot. You're healthy.
Yeah, I got a booster shot today, or yesterday.
Yeah,
and so
boosted.
I'm power zoned.
You one-upped in Mario.
I truly did, yeah. So yeah, I'm feel like I was hit by a truck, or just all my bones are kind of chilly and wobbly, you know what I'm saying?
Like when you're a kid, you have rubber bones, and then they become brittle.
Yeah.
But yours went back to rubber. But that going from fragile to stretchy, that's where the pain is. You know what I mean?
My kneecaps.
And your rubber bones.
Yeah, my kneecaps disappeared. I'm turning back into a baby.
Yes. It's like Benjamin Button, I guess. You look younger.
Thank you.
I think this shot made you younger, or you're just sweating all of your wisdom out.
It seems like it's a evolutionary issue, I guess, that we have rubbery bones when we're babies. Is that true? Or that we're a little bit easier to drop?
They're harder to break.
Harder to break, yeah. Why is it that we don't have rubbery bones always?
I think there's a lot of shit that our bodies go through that make no sense.
Yeah.
We just get weaker and weaker as we need to do more things.
I know.
It just doesn't make any sense. I don't know. The human body's fucked. We still have wisdom teeth, tail bones, fragile bones, the whole 9 yards. We get sunburns.
Herzog was right. Nature is trying to kill us.
And it's working very well. Well, it was minus a lot recently.
Minus 40 sometimes. Or
Chilly. Yeah. And it's just the world's like, hey, listen, I'm going to freeze you. Then I'm going to warm up and then I'm going to freeze again so everything turns to ice. Yes.
So just try and get out there and not die.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we're going to give you a new variant of this thing that's trying to kill you.
Yeah. It's very exciting. Speaking of the ice, Mike, I got my winter tires on, or as my mechanic says, maybe I already told you this story. My boots, as he says.
Oh, yeah, right. We did talk about this last week.
Put your boots on. Anyways, I did a full horizontal flip on the ice. It was so slippery. I was wearing Blundstones, and I was just, sliding across the road, and then I went horizontal and landed on my back and head.
And are you okay?
Oh, yeah. It was a week ago, and I can still count, and I remember my name. Okay, this is our winter episode, everyone. Maybe we should explain what's going on here. Mike and I feel lazy, plus Mike is healing.
I'm healing, yeah.
It's Christmas time, it's busy. It's a busy time, so we're doing a mini-sode, and this is our annual staff Christmas party.
That's right. So we're in a room right now, filled with people. None of us are wearing masks.
Yeah.
And we're all
everyone
we're not social distancing.
showed up. Everyone RSVP'd.
All of
HR, R&D, publicity, the interns. Everyone's here. Here. And it's catered by none other than McDonald's.
Yes.
By request of Mike.
Yes.
He said, I'll only show up if it's catered by McDonald's. So we did. So there's McDonald's everywhere, just McFlurries.
I just really wanted to capture that Donald Trump energy, you know?
Yeah.
I miss the guy.
And it's working. I miss him too.
Yeah.
I'll say it. I miss him.
I thought we would have gotten more Trump movies, you know?
Like recently?
Yeah, like immediately after he's out of office, they just start rolling on Trump movies, but I feel like maybe everybody's
Do you think
just like,
they would
what?
make them... Because they're making the Trump movies now. Like, the turnaround would be too quick, wouldn't it? If they were like, oh, he's out of office, and a movie comes out immediately. Doesn't that seem... Because, in a way, Don't Look Up, the new movie that's coming out on Netflix, that's a Trump movie.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't know anything
It's
about it.
It's satirizing that the White House is denying climate change.
Oh, I see. That's right, yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, it's talking about sort of the modern American political situation, even though they've now, there's a new president, seemingly more open-minded to climate change and other global difficulties. So we'll see. But I feel like that movie is a Trump movie. I guess there are more Trump movies coming out.
I guess it would also be difficult to make a Trump movie with all of the January 6th stuff happening right now.
Yes.
Because, the ending might change. And with all the Epstein stuff happening, too.
Yeah. I think it's tough to make a movie that's so political, and trying to be topical. Because things are happening so quickly. And also, aren't people tired? They're probably tired that we're even talking about it now. But it's like...
Oh, I know.
Talk about, the pandemic or climate change or whatever in a movie. And it's like, I don't want to watch that. I just want to watch The Best of Me, the Nicholas Sparks classic.
Yes.
Or The Notebook, also a Nicholas Sparks classic.
I just want to go see A Tale of a Spider-Man.
Actually, it should be called Spider-Men because clearly there's more than one in the movie.
Yeah, and they're also doing another multiverse movie.
Yes.
Where they're like, hey, remember the last Spider-Man movie that came out that was not of this series? Well, here's another multiverse thing. Whatever.
It's kind of... Don't you think it's kind of cool because they can just do whatever comes to mind then? I wonder if they'll do that for, Star Wars. They'll be like, actually, there's a linear, identical universe of Star Wars, but this time Jabba the Hutt is young and fit.
He's
and
ripped.
Then there's just hot, shredded Jabba the Hutt when he's a young boy going on adventures, becoming the crime lord that he is.
Jabba is he's still thick, but he's hot, thick.
Hot thick.
Yeah, he's THICC.
Nice. Yes. I had to spell that in my mind and then say it slightly out loud. Yeah, he's a thick boy in a good way.
Yeah. I mean, we're just hanging out, kind of standing in a circle here at this Christmas party.
Office.
In our office.
Mike has his left hand in his pocket, and he's holding a red Solo cup in his right hand. Yeah. And his mask is around his chin.
Yes, of course.
And we're like, Mike, put on your mask. And he's like, I'm drinking.
Yeah.
But you're not. Your cup is empty. It's been empty for 10 minutes.
Well, I wore a mask to come into the building.
And then you took it off as soon as you...
Into our big podcast building that we have. We have an entire...
Yeah. Well, we have an office.
But it's an entire floor as the office.
Yes. Yeah. Part of the Epcor Tower.
Yes.
We rent out an entire floor of the Epcor Tower.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. Very expensive. So please keep donating to our Patreon, everyone. We're financially strapped.
All of the money goes to Epcor.
Yes.
We're paying rent.
God bless Epcor, our Lord and Savior.
Yes. Please charge us more for energy, please. Getting real political.
This is great. Let's just not talk about movies on our movie podcast. But we're standing in a circle and we're just chatting about movies. Like, Mike, what's your Christmas movie going to be this year? What's still got to be watched?
Well, we already watched live action Grinch.
How was it?
Good. It was better than I remember.
Sweet. I've been eyeing that up. I want to watch it, but it's I don't know. I haven't had the time yet. Maybe tonight's the night. Maybe I get home from the party and I'm just going to watch How the Grinch Stole Christmas by myself.
You're going to, I mean, why not? Why not do it?
it's a real solo viewing film, I feel like, you know.
Yeah.
There's so much to unpack. You just want to be alone while you watch it so you can just really get into it.
Just get hammered, watch live action Grinch.
Yes.
Also, live action Grinch, you know, Baby Grinch is in this movie. Kind of set the standard for beloved properties having a baby version.
Right. Yeah, I guess that's the OG Baby Yoda.
Yeah, because we got Baby Yoda, we got Baby Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Yes.
There was Baby Sonic in one of the video games.
What?
I believe so, yeah.
Aren't there there's a Baby Mario, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I guess Baby Mario is the OG then.
Yeah, but I guess in a film sense, the Baby Grinch. I was told that I look like Baby Grinch when I had my hair done a specific way, and it was very upsetting.
Yeah.
People are like, you know what you look like? Remember that cutscene of Baby Grinch when they get him that razor? That's what you look like.
When you shave it, you look like Baby Grinch trying to shave. And also, you have unrequited love with, like, one of the people in your class.
Yes.
You're also still in high school or elementary school.
It's elementary school, I think, yeah. Well, everyone knows that your co-host is a 9-year-old boy, right?
Well, yeah, exactly. That's why it's always...
It's just Mike and Bob. It's Mike, an adult, and Bob is just a young cinephile of 9 years old.
Yeah, and it's not creepy. It's a podcast.
It's just guys talking about, you know, guy stuff, movies, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, just guys and boys talking about movies, yeah.
That was the fucking slogan on Spotify.
Yeah, just guys and boys talking about movies. People will be like, what is this? What am I wading into by listening to this? Am I breaking the law by hearing this?
Oh, God. Okay, so Baby Grinch. What else are you going to watch? Elf? You an Elf fan?
I've seen Elf a lot. Probably won't watch it unless it's other people wanted to see it.
Okay.
I think Muppet Christmas Carol's on the docket.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
We watched it last year. Very good. Very sad. Get ready to...
Is it?
Oh, yes. Get ready to...
Why?
They do not sugarcoat Tiny Tim dying in this movie.
Oh, my God. Jesus Christ.
They really kind of actually turn the screws on it a little bit. They really make it sad.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh, they just twist that knife, eh?
Yeah.
The Muppets know how to do you dirty, though. They know how to make you feel the feels.
Yeah, they do, yeah. Whether it's like kind of anthropomorphic furry kind of feels, you know, Gonzo and his chickens, or Piggy and Kermit.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, whatever Muppet you're attracted to, no judgment.
Which Muppet are you attracted to?
I mean, I don't know. I guess Kermit, maybe?
Same. I'd say Kermit. Kermit's the hottest.
Kind of is the hottest Muppet, yeah.
Yeah, I'll say it.
Yeah, I mean, we'll both say it.
Yeah.
Or maybe what's her face? Janet in the band?
I don't know who that is.
I just like a woman where you can't see their eyes and their head is mostly teeth.
You're all about proportions, eh? Wow.
I guess I am.
Mike has a type.
Yeah, or Sam
big
the Eagle.
Teeth, please.
Sam the Eagle, I love those big eyebrows.
Yeah.
Freaking looks like Rex Murphy.
Ugh. Yeah. What's the Peter Jackson movie? There's like a Muppet.
Beatles Get Back.
Like, no, I mean, yes. Wow, so topical. No, he does like a puppet movie, but it's like horny. They're all like alcoholics, and they're just trying to like fuck the whole time. He made it in the 80s, didn't he?
Meet the Feebles.
Feebles, yes.
Yeah, we should cover that on the
movie?
pod. Actually, yes. I mean, I feel like we may have talked about this before.
Is it going to be the good movie or the bad movie?
I think the bad movie.
Yes, okay, good. I was worried you were going to be like, oh, it's a cinematic masterpiece. Like, you can see all the early DNA of Lord of the Rings and Meet the Feebles or something.
It's wild that he made it. It is... So I did see it a lot. They used to play it all the time on Bravo.
Oh, I love Bravo. Shout out to Bravo. Great channel.
Yeah, back when there was the, perverted dyad of showcasing Bravo that would play like late night pervy movies.
Yeah. And they made pervy TV for a while.
They did, yeah. And
like
Bravo,
OG Game of Thrones, like before Game of Thrones was a thing.
Yeah. And so Bravo, here in Canada at least, used to play more art house kind of, I guess, stuff. And I remember watching Meet the Feebles on there. For whatever reason, they played Meet the Feebles late at night, and I was young, and it was extremely
arousing,
creepy. No, it wasn't. No,
you were aroused. I know you were.
I guess maybe a little bit, but
you were titillated.
Yeah. No, it's a disturbing film, especially when you kind of are watching it in a sleep-deprived haze.
Yes.
Like if you're really, really like high, I don't imagine it would be a fun movie to watch because it's kind of like it's extremely misanthropic.
Yeah, that would be hell, honestly, I think, to be inebriated and watch that movie. I watched it on my parents' desktop. It was on YouTube as just a long video.
Oh, wow.
And I thought it was unwatchable.
It is a bit unwatchable, but I do like the vibe, I like the energy. And we are actually, just to go back to movies we're talking about watching this Christmas, we were talking about doing a full Lord of the Rings extended edition watch.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that was what we were talking about. I don't know that we can schedule it / have the fortitude to do so, but...
Have you ever done it before?
I have, but I watched them piecemeal. I watched the extended editions. I was house sitting for a week. So every day I watched one disc of the then DVDs.
Yeah.
Extended edition.
That's not the same as sitting down and being like, let's go, baby.
Well, we're not going to watch all 3 of them at once. We're going to watch them piecemeal still, but it'll be like 1 movie a day now instead of 2
I think that's
discs.
cowardly, and you should do it for real or don't do it at all.
Okay.
You can tell them that I said that.
Okay. I will.
As aggressively as I just said it. I think you got to sit down and be like, yeah, like, we got 10 hours of movie, baby,
It's more than that. It's like 12 hours.
What is it, 12?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Like 11 to 12 hours.
Because it's, 3.5, 4 hours or something?
Something like that. Yeah, it's been a...
Yeah, I think it's 11
a long
hours.
time.
Yes.
But pretty cool. Pretty cool experience.
So that's your Christmas mission, is to watch LOTR.
Sure, yeah.
Or as Elijah Wood would say, Rings.
Rings is what he said. Is that what he says?
In interviews, because he doesn't say Lord of the Rings. It takes too much time, so he goes Rings.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, when we were working on Rings.
Pete Jackson invited us to make rings.
Yeah, Pete. Good old Pete made Rings. I guess, since we're talking about Peter Jackson, we should...
Yeah.
How far into the Get Back documentary are you?
We are still 2 movies in, so we're halfway through the second one.
Oh.
Of the 3.
Not much we can talk about until you see the whole damn thing then, Mike.
Yeah, well, we should do a whole entire episode about it.
I think so. Are you enjoying it so far?
Oh, I love it. Yeah, it's great.
You were in a band for a
in a
while.
band. Yeah.
And you play the bass. You slap the bass.
I guess I did, yeah.
Or wait, keys? No,
Played
you were a
keys
bass
and
player.
guitar, and then I also played bass in a band after that.
Oh. How embarrassing. I guess
No,
you're
whatever.
a keyboardist first.
No, I would say guitarist first.
Okay, guitarist. What does it go? Guitar, bass, keys?
I mean, yeah. I learned how to play the guitar first, then I learned how to play the keyboard second, which is not that different.
Oh.
And then play the bass.
And then you learn to slap the bass.
Yeah, slap at a bass.
You just said, wow, this is like a big, heavy ukulele. I can play this.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, great.
And I just started scoring diaper commercials as a result.
Oh, that's great.
Honestly, buy a glockenspiel, buy a ukulele, you can make...
You make a living.
a king's ransom making diaper commercial music.
I'm not above that.
No, neither am I.
I basically work on
Ding
diaper
dong,
commercials now as a focus puller.
Really?
Yeah, like the equivalent.
Just trying to focus in on that diapered ass?
Yeah.
Okay, wow.
I've always thought about that actually, like, because diaper commercials usually have babies, and then there's just like a camera chasing this baby running through a house or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that'd be a weird day.
Oh, yeah.
Like, not great.
Do you clap when the baby's wrapped? We're just like, all right, little Braxton is done. Everybody claps.
Probably. And then the baby starts crying because all this loud noise is happening, and then it's like, oh boy, we really didn't think that through, did we? I will say, as a side note, I hate clapping when people rap.
Oh, yeah. It's silly.
They'll be there for one day, and it's like, okay, everyone, that's a wrap on so-and-so, and then everyone has to stop working and clap. And I don't do it anymore, but then I get dirty looks from producers.
I saw some videos of actors rapping on Succession.
Oh, yeah.
And you could just see that the actors were just like really having an emotional moment, and the crew were just putting cables together and just trying to
Didn't give a fuck.
move on. Yeah, it's like nobody does that where it's like, oh, it's this crew member's last day. Always just we got to celebrate the actors, the talent.
Yeah. Well, they're God and everyone else is worthless.
Honestly,
that's usually how it goes.
Honestly, yeah.
And you agree with that?
Do you have any hilarious horror stories from working on a set and the actors are like kind of up their own ass a little bit too much?
Yes. It's just tough because I don't work on anything cool, so it's like a project nobody cares about, but then somebody shows up and they're super pretentious about it. And then it's like this double-edged sword where it's like, no one cares about this. It'd be one thing if it was like on Succession. It'd be like, oh, a lot of people watch this show, like, that's cool. And then a cast member could be like an asshole, and you're like, yeah, well, I guess it's kind of okay because they're making something amazing or whatever.
I guess so.
But when you're working on garbage, and then a garbage actor shows up, and the garbage actor is an asshole or super pretentious, it's just this very odd cocktail of like mediocrity with attitude, and it's like, why do I do this for a living? Is often what I ask myself.
But isn't it just because it's a lot of money?
Yes, I'm a dirty capitalist, and I like me money.
Yeah, right now, just for the listeners at home, Bob is dressed up like the Monopoly Man. He's got a monocle and a top hat.
I thought it was a costume Christmas party. Yeah, well, okay, sure. This is just my regular attire. Yeah. I'm like Bart Simpson. You open my closet, and it's just a bunch of three-piece suits with top hats.
Yeah.
And monocles. Non-prescription. Just glass.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just a poser.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, and I carry a bag with a money sign on it.
Yeah.
But guess what's inside?
What?
Timbiebs.
Yeah, I noticed.
A bunch of like crushed Timbiebs in the bottom. It's really gross.
Yeah, so at our party right now on the table right now, at the beginning of the party, Bob showed up and he emptied his large sack with a dollar sign on it, full of Timbiebs. He emptied all of those Timbiebs into the bowl, and they're all kind of like crumpled and dented and stuff and mushed from just like. I think he just chucked it into the back of his car when he got in his car.
Well, part of it, Mike, is that the weight. The more Timbiebs you add, the more crushed the Timbiebs are at the bottom.
Right.
And then they all push together, and it turns into like a putty, and it's like one giant Timbieb.
What is your favorite kind of Timbieb?
I've had all three, and I think they're all gross.
Have you really?
Yeah.
When?
I was on a shoot last week, and this lady brought these Timbiebs on set.
Oh,
and
my
she's
God.
like, you want to try them? And I was like, okay, I'll try a Timbieb.
Did she earnestly call them Timbiebs?
No, but I was having a field day. I was just riffing hard. I was like, look at all these Timbiebs. I was killing it. I was slaying it.
No, that's just like when we got our booster shots. We were just calling it a Fauci ouchie every single time. It's like, ow, my Fauci ouchie kind of hurts. It's like, I can't, don't touch my arm. I got a Fauci ouchie.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. I used to do a bit where I would say, ow, my needle arm. Because you get hepatitis shots in grade 5 in Canada. And then it was like grade 7 or 8, and I was still doing that bit. I hadn't had a needle in like 4 years.
Yeah.
Very, very funny. Mostly just for my sister and my mom, but they loved it.
Okay.
It's like, ow, my needle arm. And they're like, what?
I did a similar joke when someone would pat me on the back. I'd say, ow, my sunburn. Even if it was winter, people would be like, oh, sorry. And you'd be like, sucker. You got pranked. It's not sunny.
Oh, that's great. Have you had a terrible sunburn?
Oh, yeah. I have very fair Scottish skin, so.
That's true. Actually, we were working together, and you got a pretty gnarly burn.
Oh, yeah. I get burned pretty
What's
easily.
the worst burn you've ever had? I have a terrible burn story, but I'll let you go first.
Don't really have a bad burn story necessarily. Just kind of will get a really red neck.
Yeah.
And then,
the old redneck.
Yeah, and then I just kind of just become intolerable generally as a result.
Yeah. You're just in pain.
And I say, yeehaw more. And so forth.
It's crazy because as soon as you burn your neck, like you'll show up in a Toyota Camry, but then we'll like be leaving where we are. Like this office party, probably you'll like get a burn from all the fluorescent lights or whatever. Your neck will turn red, and then we'll go outside and it'll just be an F-150.
I know.
But
like
all
a
the
beat
stuff
up one.
inside is from your Camry. It's crazy. It's like the Batmobile, but it's like a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde situation.
Yeah. And the hat that I was wearing forwards is now backwards.
Yes. And you had no sunglasses on, but now the sunglasses are perched on your hat.
Yeah. It's wild.
And you'll be vaccinated and then become unvaccinated
Yes.
once you burn your neck red.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's
You
just
just
how it works.
morph into this person. It's really amazing. And you'll be a cinephile, and then you'll just turn into a Marvel fan.
Yes. Oh, wow. That's
Yeah, and
shots
it's
fired.
all you'll talk about.
Shots fired for the Marvel fans listening. Who?
Yeah, I'm a big Marvel guy. I don't
Unapologetic.
give a shit. I like Marvel.
Are you going to go see Spider-Man in the theater despite the new variant going around?
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
I think so. Yeah, I'm going to go watch Spider-Man and get COVID.
Nice, nice.
But yeah, I don't know. I love going to the movie theaters, and I find like you go to Tuesday night, no one's there. The 10 p.m. screening of any movie on a Tuesday night, and you're probably one of 3 people.
Even Spider-Man?
Yeah, well, actually, there's more Spider-Men on the screen than there are people in the audience. If that makes any sense. Anyways, yeah, I'm going to go see it in theaters.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Just me and my friend Omnicron.
Nice, nice. Or Omnicorn?
Omnicorn. Ooh, I like that. That's good.
Do you have any big holiday movies you're excited to watch?
Just Die Hard, baby. Die Hard 1 and 2.
Really?
Probably back to back on Christmas Eve. Yep. So every year I do this thing. Go over to my parents' house. They say, we should watch something. And I go, Die Hard. And they're like, no, I really don't want to watch Die Hard. And then everyone argues for an hour about what to watch. No one agrees to anything. And while they're doing that, I'm just queuing up Die Hard. And then I start to play it while people are still arguing. And once it starts, they get sucked in.
Yeah.
Bruce Willis still having hair? Yes, please.
Yippee-ki-yay.
Mother Trucker. That's
Trucker.
you, because your neck is burnt.
I got a red neck, yeah. I've never seen
Yeah.
Die Hard. I mean, we've probably talked about this before, but
What?
never seen it. I saw it on a
that's
bus.
sacrilege.
Saw it on a bus, as in
Huh.
I was going from like Edmonton to Calgary or something like that. They
Yeah.
were playing Die Hard, but there was no sound, and so I watched like a little bit of it and was like, "Hey, it's the guy from Family Matters," and then I just kind of tuned out.
It's really good.
Yeah, maybe this is the year that I watch it.
I think you should watch it instead of Rings.
Yeah, maybe I'll watch Hard instead of Rings.
You guys want to watch Hard? Okay, you're going to watch Rings. I'm
Yeah.
going to watch Die Hard 1 and 2.
Yeah.
And then we're both going to watch Meet the Feebles on Christmas Day. We're both going to get up really early
Yeah.
and watch Meet the Feebles.
It's like instead of looking for the present Santa left, you look for your DVD of Meet the Feebles.
Hell yeah.
I bet you a VHS or a DVD of Meet the Feebles is going for like hundreds of bucks now.
Probably. Even in the sort of the excitement of Get Back, I feel like all of Peter Jackson's sort of filmography is just being elevated.
Yeah.
Even though, you know, Get Back is an interesting project because he just cut the footage with editors and stuff.
Are you going to see the new Matrix?
Oh yeah, I want to big time. I just
same.
rewatched the 3 Matrix, the Matrices.
Yeah, it would be the
No.
Matrices, yeah.
Yeah,
You watched all
I just
3 of them
watched
recently?
them. Oh, I did. Yeah, in the last month. They were on Netflix, and I watched them before they got kicked off.
So you said you saw the original Matrices?
Yes, I did. I'm like really excited for the 4th one. I think it's funny though. I have some beef with the whole Keanu Reeves just looks like John Wick in every movie, and I think
Yeah.
he's just playing John Wick. So I'm doubtful that Matrix 4 will be good. I think it'll just be a John Wick movie, which is upsetting.
I hear it's not bad and it's funny.
The Matrix?
The new Matrix is a little funnier than the original one.
Oh, cool. A little more
It's
self-aware.
not so self-important. I think it's a little more self-aware. I think maybe
Right.
because they were like, we influenced a lot of movies, and so we kind of have to be self-aware about the kind of the culture of Hollywood that we kind of helped create, whatever that is.
Well, they're
action
part
films.
of the blockbuster action, like hundreds of millions of dollars for one movie kind of thing.
Yeah.
They were a big part of that. You know. Plus the cinematic movement, I love talking about pre-Y2K cinema.
Yes.
You know, Matrix is kind of one of the last crowning examples of that before, you know, Y2K.
Yes.
Because the movie came out in 99.
Truly did.
Yeah. Yeah.
I also am excited for it. I haven't rewatched the other two movies. I saw The Matrix, the original one, in the movie theater for the first time. It's the first time I went to a theater since the COVID started.
Since the COVID,
The
Rona.
the last movie I saw, I think, was Bad Boys 3 or 4, whatever the latest Bad Boys was.
Wow, what a low bar.
Yeah, and then I hadn't seen a film in the theater since then, and then saw The Matrix at the local conservatory theater, the Metro.
Yes, how was it?
Awesome.
Yeah. I watched it, I turned it on at 1 in the morning, and I thought I just watched the first 5 minutes, and then I was just up till 4.
Yeah.
It's so good. The first one is a masterpiece. They really fucked up with the second and third one.
They did.
Especially the third one.
Yeah.
But I think the world is cool enough that, you know, it is what it is. And I'm excited to see what they do. Like, I hope more of it takes place in the Matrix and not outside of it.
Have you seen Cloud Atlas?
No, I haven't.
It's great, I think.
Yeah. Isn't it like 4 hours long?
There's a 4-hour cut which hasn't been released yet, but the one that I saw in the theater was 3 hours, three plus hours. It was still pretty good.
Is it with Tom Hanks?
It's Tom Hanks, Halle Berry.
It's like a time travel movie?
Hugh Grant. It's not a time travel movie. It just takes place over many, many centuries.
Right.
Or millennia.
Is that also a Wachowski film?
Yeah, it's both Wachowskis, and then also Tom Tykwer, who did Run Lola Run.
That's right. The reason for the delay was I'd just taken a sip of this lovely sparkling water.
Yeah.
And then it was in my mouth, and I couldn't say anything because I was drinking. So anyways.
Yeah, Bob's drinking the sparkly water. He's not having anything from the punch bowl.
Yeah, the punch bowl's still full.
It's filled with liquified Timbiebs.
Just floating in the punch. I thought it would add some flavor, but it just looks like gross wet croutons.
You're just trying to get rid of all your Timbiebs. You seem to have an abundance of Timbiebs.
Well, I bought too many, and no one wants them.
For our international listeners, Timbiebs
yes,
are basically donut holes, but they're named after Justin Bieber, who is Canadian.
And he's doing a cross promotion with Tim Hortons.
Cross-promotion with Tim Hortons.
Three flavors, but they're actually just Timbits, which are the original donut hole.
Yeah.
It's just those flavors, and then they just put, cookies on the outside.
Yeah. Basically,
there's no recipe change.
I wonder if I wonder if he still has, fans, the way that he did when he was a teenager, where he's got
when
these,
he was a small boy.
Fanatics who are just screaming, when he's at the mall and whatnot.
I doubt it, because he's alienated that demographic. I think he's alienated.
Well, they've also all grown up with him
all
and
tattooed and and they I would be dubious to say that he gets treated the same way.
But I just wonder if there are some fans out there, some Justin Bieber super fans, who go to Tim Hortons every day to eat Timbiebs, or insist only on eating Timbiebs because they're affiliated with their boy Justin Bieber.
Well, that's what I did, and that's how I ended up with this giant money sack full of Timbiebs.
Yeah, right.
And they're wet and they're crushed,
and
they're also dry.
It's really all we're eating and drinking at this party, except for you brought your own cooler.
I said I catered the fucking party, and I did.
You did,
It's catered. Oh, you want something sweet? Here you go. You want something doughy? Here you go. You want something thematically Canadian? Here you go. Boom. Timbiebs.
I do want all of those things, so yeah, thank you for the Timbiebs. I guess I shouldn't look a gift beeb in the mouth.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
But also, it's so fun to just say Timbiebs.
It is. Is that what they're called?
What do you mean that's what they're called?
Is that what it says on the menu?
Yeah. I've been to Tim Hortons a few times since Timbiebs came out, and it says it on the menu. Tim Hortons?
It sounded like you said Tim Mortons.
I went to Timmy's, and I got some
nice.
Timmy's, got some Timbiebs.
Yes. So you say Timmy's or Tim's?
Say Timmy's.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. I say Timmy's.
Yeah.
Tiny Timmy's. Timbiebs.
Timbiebs.
And then he dies. Horrifically via the, whatever those puppets are called. What are they called?
Muppets.
The Muppets. I wanted to say muskrat, which is not right.
No.
That's the word that came to my mind.
The muskrats?
I think the last thing we should talk about, Mike, have you ever seen the movie Gemini Man? With Will Smith, and he plays himself and a younger himself?
No. I've seen...
I'm about halfway through it.
Uh-huh.
And he looks real freaky when he's like baby Will Smith.
Is it Ang Lee?
Yes.
Yeah. No, I have not seen it.
Life of Pi. Pre... whatever he's doing now.
Yes, of course. So, no, I've never
it's
seen it.
not very good.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I just want to talk about how creepy he looks. It's very Uncanny Valley, and he looks rubbery. He looks like a video game character, but then there's just actual Will Smith in the same shot who's being photographed. So he, like, looks normal. It's very weird.
Yeah, it didn't look interesting to me. It looked kind of bad.
Yes, it is.
Is it worth doing on the pod?
It might be worth doing for the pod. Yeah, it's quick and dirty, and it's on Netflix.
Did you see the one he made with M. Night Shyamalan, and it was him and Jaden Smith?
Oh, After Earth?
After Earth, yeah.
No, I haven't seen it. I want to, out of morbid curiosity. Is it bad?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's not really a good M. Night movie past Unbreakable. No, The Signs, I guess.
Yeah.
Or The Village. I've never seen The Village, but...
I still got to watch Old. You watched Old,
I watched
right?
Old not too long
You told
ago,
me to
yeah.
watch it.
Oh, yeah. It's we got to do it on the pod. It is.
Oh, man.
Imagine good actors doing some of the worst dialogue you've ever seen written, and then them acting opposite some of the worst actors you've ever seen, also delivering some of the worst dialogue you've ever seen.
That sounds like magic.
Yeah, because Gael Garcia Bernal is he a bad actor?
No, he's like a respected one.
Exactly, but that's the question you have after watching.
Oh, I thought you were asking
you
me.
watch it and
I
you're
see.
like, is he actually a bad actor? But no, it's like the dialogue is so bad that it makes you question everything you knew about Gael Garcia Bernal.
That's what I want from a film now. You know, the more you watch movies, you get bored with conventional watching and the things that you get out of it. And now, the more you watch, you're like, I want to see like social experiments. Like, take the best actor in the world and give them the worst screenplay ever written, and then a director who like really likes directing but isn't good at it, and just see what happens.
Well, yeah. I do think M. Night is not a bad director necessarily. He's just so
spicy.
He's such a bad writer, or at least he is now.
So you think if, say, like, I guess like Charlie Kaufman or something writes a screenplay and gives it to M. Night would do better? Or maybe that's a bad example. Like a good screenplay by somebody.
Yeah, I think M. Night's instincts somewhere along the way just kind of got rotted somehow.
Probably all of his fame and money.
Yeah, because Lady in the Water was like egregiously bad.
Yes, and that was early. That was early 2000s, right?
But
Paul
I would say it's a
Giamatti.
well-directed film, if that makes any sense.
Oh,
but the dialogue
just a shit
is just
script.
so rough. And there's some really
so
cool
weird.
shots in Old.
Are there?
Yeah, the way that it's filmed is sometimes annoying in that it seems like it's really trying to be different. But there's some cool stuff in there, and it's like, well, M. Night knows kind of what he's doing. He knows how to make an engaging image, and he knows how to, I don't know, build tension, even if the tension is why are we getting old on this beach? That makes you old. Yeah, Old is great in that it's just so wretched. It's awesome.
I wanna watch it. I'm sold. I'm gonna do it.
All right, everybody. Thanks for coming to the party. Bob just wants to say a couple of words to everybody before the new year.
I think, it's been a good year, Mike. It's been a great year for all the canines out there. This crazy life this crazy dog park that we call life, that we've all, voluntarily decided to meet up on Sundays and hang out. it's gone great, you know. So yeah, looking forward to the next year. You know, we're gonna talk more about movies. Mike's gonna get 5 or 6 booster shots.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be
It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be so ripped. It's gonna be just destroyed.
He's gonna be swinging from buildings because he's also Spider-Man. Yeah, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Thanks for coming, everybody. Just before you head home, Mike has a few words he would love to share with you before we all go on our holiday breaks. Mike, take it away.
Yeah, thanks everybody for listening. I just want everybody to follow us on social media from Justin to Kane with the number 2. And then also email us if you want to do a little mailbag action. Sure, why not? From Justin to Kane, all words at gmail.com. So no, wait, from Justin to Kane at gmail.com. All of those are words. There's no number in there.
Right. But it's the word too, like TWO, right?
Oh,
like
God,
it's the word of the number. Like from Justin, number 2 in writing to Kane.
Yes.
Spelled with
right.
a C. Candy cane. From Justin to Candy cane.
Yes, that's right. From Justin to
that's
Candy
what this
cane.
episode should be called.
Oh, we should call it From Justin to Candy cane. Good thinking.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's my time,
From
everybody.
Jingle to Candy cane?
Don't drink and drive.
Yeah, unless you didn't drink alcohol, in which case then you should drive and be a DD.
Yeah.
Yeah, enjoy. I hope everyone gets a big milk bone for Christmas from your loved ones. Big milk bone, or like a Kong bone, or a Kong ball.
Kong?
Or like a Carhartt vest, like a doggy Carhartt vest.
Mm-hmm.
There's a new puppy in my life. Can you tell? I'm getting schooled on all the products.
Oh, I've seen pics.
Dog.
Yeah,
he's a cute little bastard, that dog. Anyways, take care, canines. This feels over.
This feels over, everyone.